So, a lot of you guys really vibed with the last video where I reminded you to double check to see if Adobe was double charging you like they were for me. And a lot of you actually wrote in the comments that you found out Adobe was indeed double charging you too, and that a lot of you have since stopped using their business, canceled your subscription with them, and I'm glad I was able to help save you or refund money. And today I was hoping to save you a little bit more. Now, obviously this goes without saying that this is just my experience, but recently a string of similar events happened to me, and it really showed me that as much as we all like to dunk on Adobe, it's not just Adobe. It's not just software. It's not just monthly subscription services. You gotta watch your back for this almost all the time now. Because as I've gotten older, I have noticed that most people will let a lot of things slide before they can be bothered to change their behavior or to stand up for themselves. I wish I was kidding, but from what I've seen, it's very clear to me that there's a lot of businesses that are just counting on the fact that most of their customers will just be too lazy to cancel their subscription or to refund an item or to just simply stand up for themselves and argue back when a bullshit overpriced charge happens for no reason. And all I'm hoping for is that after this video, even if this is true for most people, hopefully it won't be true for you. Hopefully you'll actually push back when you see a company trying to walk over you. So this first story was very recent. My parents recently installed a new air conditioning unit for the house, and they said it needed to be cleaned at least once a year, and they offered the cleaning service for $150. And that was a few years ago. And come time to clean, we called them and it's like, yeah, it's time for you to come clean the unit. And they were like,
oh, okay, sure, that'll be $185.
And immediately, my parents were like, excuse me, sir? You said when you installed the unit that the cleaning was $150. And then they said,
that's weird, that can't be right. Do you have the receipt?
And of course, my family is all about that documentation, so we bust out the receipts. And then they go,
Oh, you do have the receipt. Oh, yeah, it does say 150. Okay, well, we'll do it for 150.
And then me and my family were like, yeah, go figure. Like, for real, they were just gonna charge us an extra $35 and hope we didn't notice? Like, what the hell, Literally the same day, the garage door is kind of squeaking up, and we're like, that's really shouldn't be happening. And my parents were like, when we got that installed, we had the lifetime warranty plan, so we're just gonna call them and tell them to fix the squeaky door in the garage. So again, my family calls them, and they're like, hey, the door is squeaking, and we need you to come and fix it. And lo and behold, what do they say?
Oh, sure, that'll be $200 for the inspection and the maintenance.
And of course, my family is like, if you search our name in the databanks, you should see that we have the lifetime maintenance deal. And then they respond,
yeah, I don't see you here in our system. Do you have the receipt?
And of course, my family always has the receipts, and we screenshot it and email it to them, and they receive it. And then they say,
oh, I guess you do have the receipt. Actually, yeah, I see you in the system now. Okay, well, alright, we'll come by and fix the door next week, free of charge.
And I'm not even joking. Companies nowadays are literally banking money on you not being able to prove you had a deal. They're just kind of hoping you don't have the receipts to prove them wrong. Now, those were the two most recent examples, but I want to end this video with one more true story, just to hammer this point home because it's really important. A few years ago, it was discovered that one of my family members had early signs of cancer. Luckily, my family members had health insurance, and the insurance said that they would be able to cover about 99.9% of the total surgery costs. Now, I don't remember the exact cost of the surgery without health insurance, but I remember it being more than I could ever afford in 7 lifetimes. It was ridiculous. We're talking about a surgery that costs more than most houses. But hey, the doctors and the insurance people told us,
oh yeah, it's covered.
We got it in writing, surgery took place, and at the end of it all, soon after, the bill comes and it's directed to us, not the insurance company. So you can imagine just how much my family is flipping out because we literally just got out of the hospital, everyone's tired, everyone's drowsy as fuck. We have a member hanging on for dear life, and now the hospital is saying the bill is our responsibility. So yeah, we decide, fuck it, we gotta go call these people immediately and we figure out what the hell is going on. So we called the insurance company and they put us on hold. Then we asked to speak to a representative and they put us on hold again. Then we finally get someone, and in the most calm and respectful tone I could possibly muster, I say, hello, my family member just got out of surgery for cancer and we were recently charged with a bill that you guys said you would cover. Can you please explain to me what's going on? And do you know what they told me? Like, just take a wild guess as to what they said. Well, after about a 5-second pause, they literally just said,
Oh. Whoops. Sorry about that. Yeah, it's covered. We'll take over the bill now.
whoops. Literally. Oh, whoops. Sorry, we just accidentally charged people $250,000. Easy mistake. Don't worry, we got it sorted out for you. Isn't that wild? Like, I know most of us are just trying to mind our own business. We're just trying to figure out how to pay rent, how to put food on the table. Like, I'm not hurting anyone. There's no reason anyone would try and scam me or fuck up my life. But unfortunately, that's just not true. The truth is, you could be minding your own business and people will just randomly try and charge you for shit that never happened. It doesn't have to be a software subscription like Adobe or Photoshop or loot boxes in a game. It happens when repairing the air conditioner or the garage door or the car mechanic or a fucking cancer operation. As if you didn't have enough stress in your life already. All I'm trying to say is while it's important to be respectful and give people the benefit of the doubt, don't just assume that people are gonna do their job the way they said they would. Always get the deal in writing. Always keep the receipts. And if you ever feel like something doesn't feel right or the numbers just don't add up, don't be afraid to call them out. Show them the receipt. Stand your ground. And just remind them to do their job and honor the fucking deal that was agreed upon. There's nothing wrong with just ask, hey, that's not what we agreed upon. You said $150. Why am I being charged $185? Like, you are totally within your right to question that. And I hope you do. But anyway, regardless, I hope that helps. And as always, I hope you have a fantastic day. And I'll see you around.